Today I'm making one of my favorite summer meals, a tricolor quinoa bowl with mint shrimp and a fresh cilantro mint sauce straight from my garden. It is healthy, it is colorful, and every bite has something crunchy, something soft, and something bright. Let me show you how I make it. Let's start with quinoa. I'm using tricolor quinoa, white, red, and black grains, and it gives the bowl a beautiful texture and a slightly nutty flavor. I'm measuring out 1 cup before cooking. I always rinse it well under cold water to remove the natural coating so it doesn't taste bitter. Now into the pot 1 cup of quinoa, 2 cups of water and 1 teaspoon of salt. Bring it to a boil. Once it starts boiling, I lower the flame, cover it and let it cook for 15 minutes. And while that's cooking, we have just enough time to make our sauce and marinate the shrimp. I'm picking some fresh mint from my garden. It smells so good. And after a quick rinse, it is ready for the sauce. Let's prepare cilantro mint sauce first. Into the jar, half a cup of fresh cilantro, 8 to 10 fresh mint leaves, 1 small green chili, and 1 small garlic clove. Then add a half a teaspoon of roasted cumin powder, quarter teaspoon of black pepper, and salt to taste. For creaminess, add a half a cup of Greek yogurt, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and 1 to 2 tablespoons of fresh lime juice. Add a splash of water, just enough to help it blend into smooth, pourable dressing. I love making this sauce ahead of time so all the flavors have a chance to come together. Look at that bright green color, so fresh from the cilantro and mint. I will pour it into a bowl and let it rest while everything else cooks. Let's marinate the shrimp. I have cleaned and deveined 1 pound of shrimp and I'm keeping the tail on. They look beautiful in the final bowl. I pat them completely dry with a paper towel. This is important because dry shrimp will sear instead of steam. Into the bowl they go. 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 2 cloves of minced garlic, 1 small green chili finely chopped, half a teaspoon of roasted cumin powder. And a quick tip, I toast mine in a dry pan first. It only takes a minute but deepens the flavor so much it's worth doing it. Add crushed black pepper, salt to taste, and 2 tablespoons of chopped fresh mint. Then add a good squeeze of fresh lime juice. Mix everything together so each shrimp is well coated and set it aside for about 15 minutes. That's mint and lime are going to give the shrimp such a fresh, bright flavor. Let's check our quinoa. And look at that, it is completely cooked, all the water is absorbed and every grain is fluffy and separate. Let's prepare the vegetable quinoa bowl. I've already chopped all my vegetables so everything comes together quickly. I'm heating a little oil in a pan. Once it's hot, I add chopped onions, a pinch of salt and a little turmeric for color. I will saute this until the onions turn soft and translucent. Now I'm adding chopped garlic and green chili. I'm using only 1 chili because my kids don't like it too spicy. But you can always adjust it to your taste. Next I will add all dry spices. Roasted cumin powder, a little cayenne pepper and black pepper. I like to let the spices bloom in the oil for a few seconds because it brings out a much more flavor. Now I'm adding the vegetables that take longer to cook, chopped carrots and green beans. I will add a little salt here too. I like to season in small layers as I cook, so every vegetables get flavor instead of the salt just sitting on top at the end. I will mix everything well, cover the pan, lower the heat and let it cook for about 3 minutes. After that, I'm adding the quicker cooking vegetables, thinly sliced cabbage, baby broccoli and chopped bell pepper. I will season with a little more salt and mix everything together. I like to keep this vegetable slightly crunchy so the bowl stays fresh and has a good texture. Now the black beans go in. They are already rinsed and drained. I mix everything well so that beans pick up all those spices. And finally our cooked quinoa goes in. I gently fold it into the vegetable so that grains stay fluffy but still absorb all the flavors from the pan. At this point, I like to taste and check the seasoning. I felt it needed a little bit more salt, so I'm adjusting just a bit more here. Always adjust the salt to your taste. To finish, I turn off the heat and add a squeeze of fresh lime juice and a handful of chopped cilantro. Mix it gently one last time and our colorful quinoa base is ready. Last step, let's cook the shrimp. I'm using a grill pan with just little oil. Once it's hot, I added the marinated shrimp and cooked them on both sides. Shrimp cook so fast, just a couple of minutes and they turn pink and opaque. Be careful not to overcook them or they will turn rubbery. And that's it. Shrimp is done. And if you're enjoying this recipe, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me and means so much. Now for my favorite part, putting it all together. I will start with a generous scoop for the quinoa as the base. This alone is so colorful and full of vegetables, black beans and spices. Then I added a slice of fresh avocado on the side for that creamy richness. Next I arrange the shrimp along the edges. I like to take a little extra time here to make it look pretty because healthy food can still look beautiful and special at home. To finish, I drizzle that fresh cilantro-mint yogurt dressing over the shrimp and quinoa. This bowl has everything. Protein, crunch, creaminess, freshness and so much flavor. Now let's taste it. The quinoa is fluffy and flavorful. The vegetables still have a nice crunch. And the shrimp is so juicy with that mint, lime and cumin flavor. Honestly, this is such a fresh and satisfying bowl. Thank you so much for watching.